Hello everyone, welcome back to our French lesson series. This is lesson number 4 and today we're going to explore the topic of family in French. If you haven't seen the earlier lessons yet, don't worry, you can go back and watch them anytime to catch up and follow along with the series. So now let's get started. Leçon 4, la famille. Vocabulaire, les membres de la famille. So we are going to talk about the family members. Here we have le père. Okay, so as you can see, before every word, we have le and la. Because every word in French has a gender, okay? So if you want to say the in French, you have 3 options. Actually, you have 4 options, okay? So the first one is le, and we use it if the word is masculine, okay? And then you have la. We use it if the word is feminine. You have l with apostrophe, and we use it if the word starts with a vowel. Okay, so I'll just put V here. And the last one is les. Les, we use it if we have plurals. Okay? Okay. So that's why you have here le, la, and L with apostrophe. Okay, so le père is the father, so we use le. La mère, it's a woman, we use la. Okay, so let's begin. Le père is the father. La mère, le frère, la sœur, le grand-père, la grand-mère, l'oncle, la tante, le cousin, la cousine, le fils, la fille, les parents, les enfants. Okay, so let me do it one more time. Le père, la mère, le frère, la sœur, le grand-père, la grand-mère, l'oncle, la tante, le cousin, le fils, la fille, les parents, les enfants. Okay, now let's move to the second part. Here we have some sentences, okay? The first one is j'ai un frère, okay? So j'ai, it means I have. Un, it's one, frère is brother. J'ai un frère. The second one, j'ai une sœur. So I have, une is one, sœur. So if you want to say one in French, okay, you either use un, une, okay, sorry, une. So this is, we use it like if the word is masculine, okay, and une if the word is female, okay? So it's the same as like in English when you say I have a brother, I have a sister, okay? So in English you just use a or an, okay? In French you use un and une. And if it's plural, you just use des. For example, j'ai des frères, I have brothers. Okay, let's continue. Mes parents s'appellent. Mes parents means my parents, okay? S'appellent, my parents are called, okay? Then you have mon frère a 10 ans. Mon frère a 10 ans, it means my brother is 10 years old. Next one. Ma sœur a 8 ans. My sister is 8 years old. In the previous video, we learned about the numbers, so you're supposed to know them. Ma sœur a 8 ans. Next sentence, j'aime ma famille. I like my family. Mon grand-père habite à Lyon. My grandfather lives in Lyon. Ma grand-mère est gentille. My grandmother is kind. So, if you can see here, you have mes, mon, and ma, okay, to say my. In French, if you want to say my, you have also 3 options. The first one is ma. We use it if the word is feminine. Okay, that's why here you have ma sœur. Sœur is a girl, so we use ma. If it's masculine, you say mon. Okay? And if plural, we use mes. And in this case, we don't care about the gender for plural. Okay, so mon, ma, and mes. Now, let me read the sentences one more time. J'ai un frère, j'ai une sœur, mes parents s'appellent, mon frère a 10 ans, ma sœur a 8 ans, j'aime ma famille, mon grand-père habite à Lyon. Ma grand-mère est gentille. Okay, so now let's move to the third part. Here we have a sample dialogue. Parler de sa famille. Parler, it means talk, okay? De sa famille, about his family, okay? About the family. Anna et Paul parlent de leur famille. Bonjour Paul. Bonjour Anna. Tu as des frères ou des sœurs? Oui, j'ai une sœur. Elle s'appelle Léa. Moi, j'ai un frère. Il s'appelle Marc. Et tes parents? Mon père s'appelle John et ma mère s'appelle Sophie. J'aime ma famille et toi? Moi aussi. Okay, so let me read this dialogue one more time for you. Okay, so Anne et Paul parlent de leur famille. Bonjour Paul. Bonjour Anna. Tu as des frères ou des sœurs? Oui, j'ai une sœur. Elle s'appelle Léa. Moi, j'ai un frère. Il s'appelle Marc. Et tes parents? Mon père s'appelle Jean et ma mère s'appelle Sophie. J'aime ma famille et toi? Moi aussi. Okay, so if everything is clear, we move to the last part. Here we have a few other sentences, okay? Let's start with the first one. J'ai 2 frères et une sœur. So, I have 2 frères. 2 is number 2, okay? In French, we do not pronounce the S at the end of the word. So you don't say j'ai 2 frères, or even the X, we don't pronounce it. So, j'ai 2 frères et une sœur. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Next sentence. Mon oncle habite à Paris. My uncle lives in Paris. Ma tante est gentille. My aunt is kind. J'ai un cousin et une cousine. I have a cousin and a cousin. So, un cousin if it's a male, une cousine if it's a female. Okay? Mes enfants sont jeunes. My children are young. Mes grands-parents sont vieux. Vieux, it means old. My grandparents are old. So here the new words you have jeune. Jeune, it means young. And vieux, it means old. Okay? Donc, mes enfants sont jeunes. And mes grands-parents sont vieux. Here, jeune, it means young. Don't confuse it with the color jaune. Okay, there's a difference between jaune, which means yellow, and jeune, which means young. Jeune. Okay, so that's all for today.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of my lesson.